Every time your paycheck hits your account, you're making a choice. Either you're building your financial future, or you're quietly digging your own grave. It sounds harsh, but grow up, because it's the truth most people ignore. You keep repeating the same habits, spending without structure, reacting instead of planning, and then wonder why you're stuck in the same paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But that all ends now. In this video, I'm giving you 7 overpowered yet underrated money-making steps to take the moment your paycheck lands. Steps that will help you finally control your money instead of letting it control you. If you've ever felt broke halfway through the month, stressed about bills, or unsure where your money went, this is your reset button. And the best part is that you don't need a finance degree or a 6-figure income to make it work. These are simple, practical actions that anyone can use to shift from surviving to building real wealth. No fluff, no excuses, just a bulletproof system to break the cycle, for good. As Warren Buffett once said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Stick around, because step 6 might just be the game changer you've been waiting for. Let's rebuild your financial life, starting with your next paycheck. Step number 1. Cover the cost of your essentials. Before you touch a single dollar for fun or start spending on your side chick, lock down your essentials like a financial savage. This is your foundation. If you don't cover the basics first, your paycheck isn't freedom, it's just borrowed time. What are essentials? Rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, transportation, the core expenses that keep your life functioning. If these aren't covered the moment money hits your account, you're setting yourself up for panic, overdrafts, and debt traps. And here's the hard truth. You can't build wealth on chaos. Too many people play it backwards. They splurge the first weekend after payday, then scramble to make rent 2 weeks later. That's a dangerous broke person cycle, and it's financial self-destruction. You want to get rich? Then act like someone who values structure over short-term thrills. When you get paid, immediately list out your non-negotiables and cover them first. Not when I get around to it. Not after brunch. First. Treat your essentials like rent to your future self. Pay them without emotion or hesitation. This discipline creates clarity, stability, and space to grow. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Once your needs are covered, every dollar left becomes a tool for wealth. Now you can budget for investing, saving, scaling your income, and yes, some guilt-free spending too. But that only happens if you lock in your base first. Want to break the ridiculous paycheck cycle? Master the essentials, control your flow, build your wealth with precision. Because if you can't handle step 1, the other 6 won't save you. Step number 2. Pay yourself first. Imagine this. Payday hits. You're tempted to splurge on instant gratification treats. But what if I told you there's one unyielding, no excuses step you must take before you touch a single bill or credit card? That's the law of pay yourself first, and it's the bedrock of every wealth empire. Set some wealth aside and forget it. The moment your direct deposit clears, an automatic transfer vaults a preset percentage into your high-yield savings or investment account. Zero hesitation, zero excuses. This is non-negotiable. Just as you'd never skip rent, never skip your savings. Mark, pay yourself first at the top of your financial to-do list. Demand your cut before anything else. When you prioritize saving, you harness the unstoppable force of compound interest. Those tiny sums you stash each payday morph into a fortress of wealth faster than you think. Why is this crucial right now? Because putting yourself last only cements a paycheck-to-paycheck hamster wheel. But when you flip the script, you become the landlord, not the tenant of your own wealth. Step number 3. Invest in your future or stay broke forever. Here's the raw truth. If you're not investing, you're not building wealth. You're just working to survive. Every time you get paid, a portion of that money should be working harder than you do. Why? Because your future self is depending on it. Too many people stash cash in low-interest savings accounts or worse. Blow it all on liabilities that lose value the moment they're bought. That's not smart. That's financial laziness disguised as comfort. You want to escape the grind? You want true financial freedom? then every paycheck needs to include a commitment to investing in your future. That means investing in a side business or real estate, whatever it may be. Maybe even your own business. The strategy will vary, but the mindset is non-negotiable. Even if you start small, $50, $100, $200 a month, it adds up fast. Compound growth is the most powerful money multiplier there is. It's not magic, it's math, and it works like hell. If you start now, the longer you wait, the harder the climb. Your window is closing with every wasted paycheck. Automate your investments. Treat them like bills because the real flex isn't spending. It's watching your net worth grow while you sleep. You either invest now or pay for it later. Choose wisely because your future self is watching you from a distance. Step number 4. Stack up your emergency fund. Fund your emergency buffer without excuses. Set aside cash for life's punches. Job loss, medical bills, car repairs, they're coming. Be ready or get wrecked faster than your haters. Let's get one thing straight. If you don't have an emergency fund, you're not financially stable. You're gambling and life will hit you hard. Car breaks down, medical bill shows up, job gets cut. And if you're not ready, you'll spiral straight into debt, or worse, desperation. This isn't optional. It's survival. Every time you get paid, a piece of that check needs to go straight into your emergency fund. Not after brunch, not after your new sneakers, not after blowing it at a bar. Right away, even if it's just $50. Stack it, protect it, treat it like your life depends on it. Because one day, it just might. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you're self-employed or in a shaky industry, go even higher and don't touch this fund unless it's a real emergency. No, last-minute concert tickets don't count. This money is sacred. It's your financial airbag when life crashes into you. And here's the real flex. Once your emergency fund is locked in, you move through life with power. You're not panicked when things go wrong. You don't need to borrow. You're in control. And that control is priceless. Stop living on the edge. Start stacking your emergency fund. Because freedom isn't about how much you earn. It's about how protected you are when everything goes wrong. Step number 5. Reinvest in growth. Here's the brutal truth. Comfort keeps you broke. Every time you get paid and choose comfort over growth, you're trading long-term power for short-term pleasure. And that trade will cost you more than money. It'll cost you time, opportunity, and financial freedom. Once you've handled your essentials, built your emergency fund, and paid yourself first, don't waste what's left on mindless spending. Don't blow your surplus on dopamine hits like takeout, designer shoes, or the latest gadget that loses value the second you unbox it. Use that leftover cash to multiply your future. That means investing in growth, real, measurable, income-boosting growth. Buy the course that sharpens your skill set. Invest in tools that streamline your business or side hustle. Hire a mentor or build a website, even upgrade your workspace. Do whatever it takes to become more valuable, more effective, and more profitable. Most people blow their paychecks trying to feel good for the weekend. Winners reinvest in their evolution. They turn every dollar into a stepping stone toward freedom. Because comfort is a trap that keeps you stagnant, while growth is the engine that builds wealth. So next time you get paid, ask yourself, does this dollar make me better or just more comfortable? Choose growth every time. Step number 6, create a simple spending plan and stick to it. You wouldn't take a trip without a map, would you? Yes, sometimes I will jump in a car and explore, but in that case, the goal is clearly the journey, not the destination. Most of the time, I am actually trying to get somewhere specific. You need a plan on how to get to your destination, understanding how long the trip will take, where to stop for gas, food, and relief. What are the best roads to take? What is the most efficient route? True, you could just jump in your car and navigate by successive approximations. But you would probably arrive much later and spend more on gas and food and maybe have to make a few emergency pit stops along the way. By having a plan, you have permission to spend, providing for your long-term financial needs while still enjoying today. Yes, this is largely psychological, but we have found it to be an important mindset in order for clients to be successful in managing their daily cash flow. A spending plan is exactly what it sounds like. It is the plan for how you are going to spend your money. It looks at your income, your financial obligations, and your financial wants in a 12-month window and gives you a roadmap for reconciling them all. Step number 7. Review and adjust your strategy. If you're not consistently reviewing your financial game plan, you're flying blind, and blind pilots crash. Every paycheck is a new opportunity to assess, adapt, and attack your goals with sharper focus, but most people never check in with their finances. They set it and forget it, then wonder why they're stuck in the same financial loop. That's not a plan, that's financial autopilot, and it's dangerous. It could potentially wreck your home. When you get paid, take a few minutes to audit your money moves. Are you hitting your savings targets? Is your debt shrinking? Are your investments growing or just sitting there doing nothing? Be brutally honest. If something isn't working, fix it fast. Don't wait until it becomes a crisis. Adjust your spending, raise your savings rate, redirect funds to smarter investments. Real wealth builders course correct constantly. They don't hope things work. They measure results, then make bold changes. And here's what separates winners from the broke: discipline plus self-awareness. Don't wait for the end of the year or some big life event. Your goals evolve, and so should your strategy. With every paycheck, review the mission, refine the plan. Because if you're not steering your financial life, someone else will, and they won't take you where you want to go. Which of these habits have you adopted when you got paid in the past? Comment below, and do let us know if you found this information helpful. Watch more game-changing videos on becoming a billionaire and hit subscribe to fuel your journey with elite-level strategies to attract unstoppable wealth. Like and share this content with your friends and family.